Hi, Assalamu alaikum, my dear students. I'm Farooq Lor and I welcome all of you. Today, I have pronouns for you. Pronouns, easy, simple, but they can be hard at times and they can lead you in trouble at times. Uh, so, we will have a brief session today on pronouns. Let's go straight away to pronouns. Pronouns replace, in short, they replace nouns. So, in place of nouns, we use pronouns. And pronouns come in many different varieties. We have personal pronouns. Here's a chart. You can see at this chart. These are all personal pronouns. We use personal pronouns in place of nouns. For example, we have singular personal pronouns like I, you, he, she, it. And in plural personal pronouns, we have we, you, and they. So they are personal pronouns. For example, I. The sentence can be I'm a teacher, you are a girl, he's a man, she's a woman, it's a bird, we are teachers, you are good, they are my friends. So all these words are personal pronouns. Personal nominative pronouns, also known as subject pronouns, used as the subject of the sentence or the predicate pronoun. In first person, we use singular I and it becomes we in plural. We have second person as you and also you in plural form. We have third person as he, she, it, and in plural form we have they. They are also called as subjective case. Personal objective pronouns used as direct objects, indirect objects, or objects of prepositions. फर्स्ट पर्सन सिंगुलर में बन जाएगा मी, तो यहाँ पे प्लूरल में आ जाएगा अस. सेकंड पर्सन यू, प्लूरल में आ जाएगा यू. थर्ड पर्सन हिम, हर, इट, प्लूरल में देम आ जाएगा. एंड रिमेंबर, आई का मी बन जाता है एज ऑब्जेक्ट. फॉर एग्जांपल, जहाँ जिस सेंटेंस में सब्जेक्ट एंड ऑब्जेक्ट हो, आई वहाँ पे सब्जेक्ट रहेगा और मी वहाँ पे ऑब्जेक्ट रहेगा. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, आई एम अ टीचर, तो आई वहाँ पे सब्जेक्ट है एंड ही इज टॉकिंग टू मी. इन दिस सेंटेंस मी यहाँ पे ऑब्जेक्ट है. पोजेसिव प्रोनाउंस, दे आर यूज्ड टू शो ओनरशिप और रिलेशनशिप. फर्स्ट पर्सन में आ जाएगा माई, माई, प्लूरल में आ जाएगा आवर, आवर्स. सेकेंड पर्सन यूर, यूअर्स, प्लूरल में आ जाएगा यूर, यूअर्स. थर्ड पर्सन हिज, हर, हर्स, इट्स, इसका प्लूरल आ जाएगा देयर्स, आर, देयर. एंड रिमेंबर वन थिंग मोर, फर्स्ट पर्सन उसको कहते हैं जो स्पीकर हो या राइटर हो. सेकेंड पर्सन टू होम वी एड्रेस, या जिससे हम मुखातिब हों या सुनने वाला हो. थर्ड पर्सन जिसके बारे में बात की जा रही हो. तो ये है फर्स्ट पर्सन, सेकंड पर्सन एंड थर्ड पर्सन. दे कैन बी सिंगुलर. फॉर एग्जांपल, माइन, माइन, यूर, यूअर्स, हिज, हर, हर्स, इट्स. और दे कैन बी प्लूरल, आवर, आवर्स, यूर, यूअर्स, देयर, देयर्स. नाउ वी हैव रिफ्लेक्सिव और इंटेंसिव प्रोनाउंस. सो फर्स्ट पर्सन का आ जाएगा, फॉर एग्जाम्पल माई का आई का माई सेल्फ बन जाएगा, आवर का आवर सेल्फ बन जाएगा. सेकंड पर्सन योर सेल्फ का योर सेल्फ बन जाएगा सिंगुलर में, प्लूरल में योर सेल्फ बन जाएगा. थर्ड पर्सन हिम सेल्फ, हर सेल्फ, इट सेल्फ, देम सेल्फ बन जाएगा. बट they can either be reflexive or intensive depending upon the situation. And remember one more thing, his self and their selves are incorrect and should never be used. ये their, T-H-E-I-R है, so it should never be used. Instead of his self and their selves, himself and themselves should be used. Since they have the same form, when they are reflexive and when are they intensive, omit the pronoun. If the meaning of the sentence stays the same, the pronoun is intensive. So in short, reflexive pronouns are those reflexive sounds like reflection, the image in the mirror that bounces back at you. A reflexive pronoun reflects back to the subject. A reflexive pronoun can be used as the direct object, indirect object, or object of a preposition in a sentence. And intensive pronouns are like intense. Something intense is very strong. An intense pronoun emphasizes a preceding noun, often the noun immediately before the pronoun. It's not necessary to the sentence. Example is here. I can't believe I am about to meet the queen herself. So यहाँ पे herself as an intensive pronoun इस्तेमाल हुआ है. अगर हम if we cut this herself here, it can still have the sense and meaning the sentence. I mean, I can believe I'm about to meet the queen. So herself को अगर काटेंगे भी sentence पे कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ जाता है. But if it is a reflexive pronoun, for example, she is looking at herself, तो अगर herself को वहाँ पे काटेंगे तो that the sentence looks incomplete and senseless. So this is all about intensive and reflexive pronoun, and more examples are here. Here we have intensive pronouns. Sarah can open it herself. For example, Sarah can open it. ये भी ठीक है. We can raise the funds. ये भी ठीक है. But we have used it, and we have made an addition here. For example, here it is herself, and here it is ourselves. This just leaves the emphasis on the word Sarah, and here on the word we. Remember one more thing. A reflexive pronoun is like a reflexive noun. It reflects the action back on the person or thing. An intensive pronoun is a pronoun that adds emphasis to a noun or pronoun already named. It adds power to the noun. Here is the chart of English pronouns again. So it's an elaborate chart on the pronouns. First person subject pronoun I है. ऑब्जेक्ट में वी बन जाएगा. पॉजेसिव एडजेक्टिव में माई आ जाएगा. फॉर एग्जांपल इट्स माई कार. कार इज नाउन. नाउन से पहले माई आ जाएगा. सो इट डिस्क्राइब्स द नाउन. सो इट्स a possessive adjective here. That car is mine. Possessive pronoun है. Reflexive pronoun में myself आ जाएगा. For example, I'm looking at myself. Then we have second person. Second person subject pronoun में you है. Object pronoun इसका you ही रहेगा. Possessive adjective में your. Possessive pronouns में yours. Reflexive pronoun में yours. Third person male. Subject pronoun में he. Then object pronoun में him. Then possessive adjective में his. Possessive pronoun में his. Reflexive pronoun में himself. Then we have third person female. For example, she. Object में her आ जाएगा. She is a doctor. her आ जाएगा फिर object में. For example, she is treating her. Then possessive adjective में her. This is her car. Then possessive pronoun में hers. This car is hers. Or she is talking to herself. Then third thing, it. ये person के साथ नहीं आ जाता है. It object में ही it ही रहेगा. Possessive adjective में its रहेगा. And possessive pronoun में ये इस्तेमाल नहीं होता है. For example, this tail is its. ये हम कभी इस्तेमाल नहीं करते हैं. Reflexive pronoun में itself आ जाएगा. For example, it's looking at itself. Then similarly we have these pronouns, and you can look at yourself, have them saved in the gallery for literal references. We have these demonstrative adjectives and pronouns now. This, that, these, and those, they can either be demonstrative adjectives or they can be pronouns, demonstrative pronouns. And demonstrative adjectives describes a noun. For example, this chair is broken. Chair is a noun here, and this describes the word chair here. So this is used as a demonstrative adjective here. Now look at this demonstrative pronoun. It identifies someone or something, like this is my car, so it is an indicative word here. This is my car, that's Peter's house. These are her clothes, those are migrating birds. Demonstrative pronouns, सिंगुलर में अगर near हो तो this आएगा, for हो तो that आ जाएगा, plural में this का these बन जाएगा और that का those बन जाएगा if they are for. So this object, this is used with the object, thing, a person nearby you. For example, do you like this dress? These, it's used with objects, things, or people nearby you. For example, I enjoyed these lessons. So similarly, you can see it yourself here that those कहाँ पे इस्तेमाल होता है. Now we have interrogative pronouns. These pronouns are used to introduce questions. We also call them WH questions or WH words, but don't confuse them with the relative pronouns. Relative pronouns also have these words like who, which, whose, whom in them, but they are in the middle of the sentences in relative clauses. But here they begin the question. For example, what are you looking at? So these words are interrogative pronouns. Now we have indefinite pronoun. Indefinite pronoun is a pronoun that refers to a person or a thing without being specific. We have examples here. I have eaten everything in my fridge. I need to find something. I have nothing for breakfast. So I have nothing for breakfast. Anything would be okay. So these highlighted words, nothing, anything, something, everything, they are the examples of indefinite pronoun. We have singular indefinite pronoun. These are singular indefinite pronouns. The words are another, anybody, anyone, anything, either, everybody, everyone, everything, neither, nobody, no one, nothing, somebody, someone, something, each, much, and one. They are all singular indefinite pronouns. Now we have plural indefinite pronouns. They are both, few, many, several. So these are plural pronouns. For example, both are good. Few of my friends are professors, and the like. Now these pronouns can either be singular or plural. For example, all, any, most, none. None of my friends are from the America, or none of my friends is from America. So it can either be singular or plural. Now we have indefinite pronouns. Some more examples from indefinite pronouns. Everyone, everybody, everywhere, everything. These are all indefinite pronouns. Examples are everyone needs friends. Everybody needs someone to love. Everything about you is amazing. I have been everywhere. So these highlighted words again, they are the examples of indefinite pronouns. Everyone and everybody, look at these two words. Everyone and everybody refer to more than one person, but as words they are grammatically similar. So that means though they seem plural, but they are grammatically similar. Look at these examples. Everyone has to arrive by 8 a.m. Everyone has to arrive by 8 a.m. at the latest, so we can leave on time. So everyone has to, not have to. So has indicates that everyone is a singular here. Another example, everybody here today goes to the same school. Now we have relative pronouns. A relative pronoun introduces a subordinate dependent clause. Examples are that, which, who, whom, whose. So you can find them in the middle of the sentences, and they join the two sentences together. For example, I have talked to the man who sold me his car. So who replaces the man and is the subject of the clause sold me his car. The dog which barks every night is my neighbor's. Here in this sentence, which is the subject of the clause barks every night. In other words, it's necessary to use relative pronouns to join two sentences, and at the end we will have a relative clause. Now we have this thing, antecedent. What is an antecedent and what does it have to do with the pronouns? And for this we have to understand the concord or, and that will be discussed in the coming slide. Here, an antecedent is the noun that the pronoun replaces. Here in these examples, it's clearly seen the subject, the pronoun antecedent agreement. For example, Rabia drank his coffee. So this sentence seems senseless since Rabia is a girl and with girl we use her, not his. So the correct sentence would be Rabia drank her coffee. And similarly, Sanna and Ahmed have completed us homework. So us is wrong here. It should be there. Sanna and Ahmed have completed their homework because us does not agree with Sanna and Muhammad. So it should be there here. Pronoun antecedent agreement. Sometimes the antecedent is an indefinite pronoun. Most indefinite pronouns are singular. For example, anybody, everyone. Sentence can be, is everyone here? No one is around. Somebody, each, neither. And use a singular pronoun with these. For example, neither of the boys did his homework. So we have to use singular pronoun here. His is a singular pronoun. Neither of the boys did their homework. So there is plural pronoun. So we don't have to use their here. We have to use singular pronoun, that is his. Neither of the boys did his homework. This is all for today. Thank you very much. I'll be soon coming with some new stuff. Till then, take care. Allah Hafiz.